Inioluwa must serve our God, the protector of our ancestors and the land. Our traditions are not to be broken. The spirits have chosen him, and it is his legacy, it is his destiny to follow the path laid out by our forefathers. No other God shall claim him while I am the guardian of our village's spiritual legacy. And that's final. My son, Inioluwa, will serve the only true God, Jesus Christ, the creator of heaven and earth. It was by his grace that I conceived him after years of prayer and longing for a son. Do you know the meaning of his name, Inioluwa? It means God's property. Therefore, I tell you, Inioluwa is God's possession. I made a covenant with God that if he blessed me with a son, that child would be dedicated to his service. I cannot and will not break that promise. My faith in Jesus brought Inioluwa into this world, and it is in his service that Inioluwa will live.
Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forest, lived a humble couple named Ode and Busy. They were known throughout the village for their kindness and generosity. However, despite their content lives, they longed for a son. They were blessed with two beautiful daughters, Odeola and Titi, who brought immense joy to their lives. Yet, they wished for a son to complete their family and carry on their lineage. Ode and Busy prayed fervently, day and night, seeking divine intervention. One fateful night, Busy had a vivid dream. In her dream, a radiant figure appeared, promising that her prayers would be answered. The figure instructed her to dedicate the child to God as a token of gratitude. True to the promise, Busy soon discovered she was expecting a child. The couple rejoiced and shared their joy with the entire village. Months passed, and Busy gave birth to a healthy baby boy. They named him Inioluwa, meaning God's own or God's property. Busy never forgot her dream and the promise she made. From the moment Inioluwa was born, she dedicated him to God, nurturing him with love and teaching him the ways of faith and devotion. As Inioluwa grew, it became evident that he was a special child. His intelligence, kindness, and spiritual inclination endeared him to everyone. Ade and Busy hoped that one day, their son would become a reverend father, serving their community with wisdom and faith. When Inioluwa reached the age of 12, Ode and Busy decided it was time to fulfill their dream. They visited their parish priest named Father Anthony, seeking his blessings for Inioluwa to begin his training as a priest. Father Anthony listened carefully to their request. He was a man deeply respected for his spiritual insight and connection with God. After a long pause, he spoke, his voice calm but firm. Inioluwa is indeed a special child, chosen for a higher purpose. He needs to participate in the church's activities such as being an altar server, teaching the children the ways of the Lord and the doctrines of the church, etc. On their way back from the church, they met the village's spiritualist, Baba Ayefe. Baba Ayefe stopped them with his gaze on Inioluwa. He said to them, Oromala, the local god had claimed Inioluwa, he must serve Oromala. Ode and Busy were taken aback. They explained to Baba Ayefe how Busy had prayed for a son, how she had dedicated him to God even before his birth. Busy recounted her dream and the promise she made. Tears welled up in her eyes as she spoke of her unwavering faith and the miracle that was Inioluwa. Baba Ayefe insisted that Inioluwa was destined to serve the village god, a tradition that had been upheld for generations. He must follow the path laid out by our ancestors, Baba Ayefe proclaimed firmly. Days turned into a week as Ode and Busy tirelessly pleaded with Baba Ayefe. Despite their heartfelt pleas, Baba Ayefe remained unyielding. The village god had its own powerful influence, and breaking from tradition was unheard of. They spoke of the divine intervention that led to Inioluwa's birth and the vow they had made. Our God granted us this child after many years of longing, Busy explained, her voice filled with emotion. "We promise to dedicate him to our God, and we must honor that promise." Boba Ayefe listened thoughtfully. He understood the depth of Bizi's faith and the promise she had made. However, he was bound by his duty to Oromala. He decided to consult the oracle to seek further guidance. For 3 days and 3 nights, Boba Ayefe prayed and performed rituals, seeking clarity from his god, Oromala. Ode and Bizi, on the hand, prayed every day and sought guidance, hoping for a breakthrough. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a golden hue over the village, Boba Ayefe had a change of heart. He had spent days reflecting on Ode and Bizi's words and the undeniable sincerity in their voices. He realized that true spirituality transcended boundaries and that honoring a family's deeply held beliefs was paramount. With a heavy sigh, Boba Ayefe summoned the couple. "I have seen the strength of your faith and the purity of your intentions," he said, his voice softening. "Inioluwa may serve your God. Let it be known that this decision is made out of respect for your devotion and the divine gift you were given." Ode and Bizi were overwhelmed with gratitude. They embraced their son, knowing that his destiny was greater than they had ever imagined. Inioluwa began his training under their parish priest, learning the doctrines of the church and also deepening his faith in God. He grew into a wise and compassionate leader, revered by all for his ability to bring unity and a deeper understanding of spirituality to the entire community. Years later, Inioluwa became a renowned priest, celebrated for his wisdom and humility. He taught the villagers to respect and honor God, fostering a community bound by love and understanding. And so, the village thrived, united in their diverse beliefs, all thanks to the unwavering faith and love of a mother and the extraordinary destiny of her son. As Inioluwa grew in wisdom and understanding, his influence spread far beyond his village. People from neighboring communities came to seek his counsel, bringing offerings and sharing their own stories of faith and miracles. Inioluwa welcomed them all with open arms, becoming a beacon of hope and unity in a world often divided by spiritual and cultural differences. One day, a crisis arose that tested Inioluwa's abilities and the strength of the village. A severe drought gripped the land, withering crops and drying up water sources. The villagers were desperate, their prayers seemingly unanswered as the scorching sun showed no mercy. Fear and anxiety spread, and the people looked to Inioluwa for guidance. Inioluwa gathered the villagers at the central square and addressed them with a calm yet powerful voice. "We must unite our prayers and seek divine intervention together," he said. The villagers, though initially hesitant, trusted Inioluwa's wisdom. For 7 days and nights, they fasted, prayed and sang hymns to God, their voices rising in unison to the heavens. On the 8th day, as the ceremony reached its climax, dark clouds gathered in the sky. A cool breeze swept through the village, and soon, heavy rain began to pour. The villagers rejoiced, dancing and singing in the rain, their faith renewed by the miraculous response to their unified prayers. The drought was broken, and the land flourished once more. This event solidified Inioluwa's status as a spiritual leader whose faith transcended boundaries. He continued to guide the villagers, teaching them the importance of unity, compassion, and understanding. Under his leadership, the village prospered, becoming a model of harmony and cooperation. Years passed, and Inioluwa grew older, but his spirit remained as vibrant as ever. He decided it was time to pass on his knowledge and responsibilities. He called upon his 2 sisters, Odeola and Titi, who had grown into wise and capable women under his guidance. Together, they chose a group of young apprentices to train as future leaders and priests. Inioluwa's legacy lived on through his teachings and the lives he touched. The village continued to thrive, its people bound by a shared belief in the power of faith and the importance of embracing diversity. Inioluwa's story became a cherished part of their heritage, a testament to the transformative power of love, faith, and unity. And so, the tale of Inioluwa was passed down through generations, inspiring countless others to seek understanding and harmony in their own lives. The village remained a beacon of hope and a symbol of the enduring strength of faith, united under the guiding spirit of Inioluwa.